A sketchbook can be whatever you want it to be. It's the perfect place to experiment, try out new supplies, and create whatever you like. The possibilities are endless. But still, there are a lot of people who don't really know how to fill their sketchbooks, what to put in it, and that is why I decided to make this video to just give you some ideas on what to do with your sketchbook. So let's get into it. So the first, I guess, tip you could call it that I have is something that I guess is kind of obvious, but that a lot of people tend to brush aside or underestimate. And that is using your sketchbook to do studies. So practicing poses, perspective, anatomy, color theory, whatever you want to improve on basically. Because it's a sketchbook, you have a lot of space to practice as much as you like, and there's no pressure to make it like an amazing full artwork, like if you were to use a full sheet of paper. Like, I think that's a great thing about sketchbooks, that you just have this like collection of papers bound together where you have the freedom to make anything that you want, anywhere that you want. And you could go outside and draw from life, or you could go look for some references online on Google or Pinterest. There are so many possibilities, and I think people really shouldn't sleep on doing studies, because it also helps you when you just have no idea what to draw. Like, I know a lot of you guys always tell me that you would really like to draw and fill your sketchbooks or make artworks, but you just don't know what to do. And sometimes just doing some studies is a really great way to get back into drawing, to maybe get out of an art block kind of moment. I think it's just a great thing to do, and you can never do too many studies. So yeah, that's the first tip. It's kind of an obvious one, but I think still a very important one. Another tip that kind of goes hand in hand with what I've said before is trying and testing out new mediums in your sketchbook. As I said, a sketchbook is the perfect place to experiment, because it doesn't matter if you mess up. You already got the sketchbook, and you know, you should totally just go for it and like try out different things, because where else are you gonna do it? I mean, if you're kind of intimidated, or you still kind of want to see how something works before using it for a full artwork, the sketchbook really I guess lends itself to that. And by the way, another tip on the side here, that is why I always use mixed media sketchbooks if I can. It's my favorite type of sketchbook to get, just because it gives me basically all the possibilities to use all different kinds of mediums that I feel like using. So if I one day want to use markers, or another day I want to use watercolors or acrylics or pencil, like everything works fine. So yeah, I guess that's just like a suggestion for all of you guys out there who are also kind of undecided on what kind of sketchbook to get, because you're not sure what mediums you like to use. Just throw them all together and use a mixed media sketchbook. Then my next piece of advice is to draw your characters, or to come up with new ones. So I know so many of you guys have some really cool original characters, and I like coming up with my own as well. And sometimes when I really have no idea what to draw, I will just like start sketching out some of the characters that I've drawn multiple times before. It's, I guess, a really easy way to just like get some sketches out, because you don't need to come up with a new design for anything. You already know what the character looks like, you're familiar with them, and you can just like jump right into it and maybe develop them a bit more by, you know, drawing them in different situations or whatever. It's a really fun way to, I guess, explore your characters more and to just sketch around a little bit. And for creating new characters, you can just like bust out your sketchbook and use a whole spread for collecting inspiration, references, drawing things that maybe inspire you to create a new character. Just like, you know, filling a page with different ideas and concepts, and that's always like a really fun way to fill a couple of pages, and in the end you have a really cool result, because you got a new character that you can also draw again and again and again, and fill even more spaces in your sketchbook and have a fun time. So yeah, drawing characters, big thumbs up. Another thing that I really like doing in my sketchbook is planning out concepts for finished pieces. So, for example, when I get a new canvas and I already have sort of a direction that I want to go in with the piece that I'm going to paint on it, but I'm not entirely sure how I want to realize it yet, the sketchbook is a perfect place to figure everything out because, again, there's no way you can mess up because it's just a little practice space and you can test out all sorts of variations and collect inspiration just like with the characters. It's kind of the same thing, but yeah, I like doing like little thumbnails and testing out different color combinations in them. It's just really fun because you get to you know, explore all sorts of different possibilities and you don't have to commit to any of them yet, so it's like a really fun part in the process of like creating a finished piece because you can just, you know, test everything out and see where the process takes you. So of course you can plan out pieces in your sketchbook and then do them on a separate sheet of paper or on a canvas or whatever you want to draw or paint on, but you know, occasionally I also feel like just making a full piece in my sketchbook, so that of course is a possibility as well. You can create finished artworks, unfinished tiny little doodles, you know, it's your sketchbook, so you're free to do whatever you want. In mine, I usually, you know, have like a combination of some really fleshed out pieces, some that are like halfway done, some kind of sketchy stuff, some really weird doodles, I don't know. It's everything kind of thrown together, I guess. So those were my tips for this video, and now I would like to take the opportunity to let you guys know that even, you know, I mean, with social media and stuff, we see so many amazing artworks and sketchbooks and all of that stuff, and I just want you guys to know that, you know, a sketchbook doesn't need to look perfect or amazing or totally like polished. It can if you want it to be like that, but you also don't have to make it that, because a sketchbook really is just a way for you to express yourself freely, creatively, and do whatever you feel like doing. So it's your own space. You don't need it to show to anyone. Don't ever feel pressure to make your sketchbook something that you don't feel like making it, or that you think you have to make it because other people do it. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, I just want you guys to have a positive sketchbooking experience, because I know from like your comments and stuff in the past that many of you are struggling to, I guess, make your sketchbooks look pretty, or you feel like they're not good enough, or you don't fill them as quickly as other people maybe, and I just want to tell you, all that stuff doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how quickly you fill your sketchbook. You can take years, you can take a couple of months or weeks. It doesn't matter. Just draw as much as you like or as little as you like in any way that you like, because it's your sketchbook, so do whatever you want with it. I guess that's the ending message of this video. Yeah, but I do hope that the tips were helpful, just some like ways to, I guess, approach drawing something in your sketchbook if you don't know what to do, so yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you would like to see more of my art, you can follow me on Instagram. I recently started posting on there again, so yeah. Feel free to check that out. It's the same as my YouTube handle at Candyjani. If you would like to support me even more outside of just watching my videos and commenting and stuff, then you can become a channel member with the button next to the subscribe button or the link in the description box to get exclusive videos every month, access to a secret channel on the Discord server, exclusive live streams just for members, and a shout out at the end of my videos just like this. Thank you so much to the members of this channel: Pancake Boy, Steph's Art, Amy, Learn to Art with Lex, Knickknacks by EC, and Tilly Hates Herself. You guys are amazing, and thank you so much for supporting me. Okay, wherever you are right now, I hope you have a wonderful day or night, and I will see you in my next video or stream. Bye bye!